How's it going, guys? In this tutorial I wanted to go through a few options and functions in the super weapons. So if I just type into the search special weapon types with spaces in between, I go here and I start seeing the super weapons. So for example, nuke special, obviously this is the nuclear missile. Iron cannon doesn't exist, or is this the weather storm? I think this is actually the weather storm in Yuri's Revenge. Iron curtain, force shield. No, so lightning storm is this. So the iron cannon just doesn't work, doesn't exist in Yuri's Revenge. Lightning storm, chronosphere. So let's have a look at a few of these functions here. So the first one is powered true, right? So for example, paradrop, you'll notice, is also going to be here down on the list. If we just look right here, so paradrop special, and obviously is powered is false here, because even if you're low power, you still get paradrops. So what you can do is you can change, you could copy this header, the nuke header, over to a different, to a map of some sort, and then change this to false, is powered, change it into false, and then the nuke won't need power to function. That means when you go low power, you still have a functioning nuke. Then there's a recharge time. Also a very important flag, this is how long it takes in between uses of the super weapon. Right, so maybe you want the nuclear missile to be available every single in-game minute. Right now it's every single 10 in-game minutes. The type we're not going to go into at the moment. That's a little bit more complicated. The type and action we'll leave for different time. So there's a sidebar image, nuke icon. There is a few icons that can be used here. You could switch out the icons and play around with them. I'm not going to go into that at the moment as well. Type and action is for a more advanced tutorial. We'll go into that another time. Alright, show timer. So this is also an important little flag here that's simple to understand. When there's a nuclear missile, everybody sees the timer of it counting down. But paradrops, for example, right, another example where show timer is going to be off, because no one can see when my paradrop is ready, right? And then there's one more interesting flag to notice. It's called disable from shell, right? So this is if super weapons are disabled, right? The nuke is disabled in a game when you turn off super weapons. But the power, right? The paradrop is not disabled, because even if super weapons are off, you still get the paradrops. So for example, let's say you wanted the force shield to be available even if super weapons are off. You would just copy this header over to a map, right? Whatever the map would be. Let's pretend this is a map for a second, right? And then you just go here, go to disable from shell, copy it over to the map here, and then just write no, right, in your map file. Save that, launch it, and then force shield will be available even if super weapons are off in that game. The range, this is a visual effect. The range and line multiplier, this is a visual effect, right? It's hard coded how far the force shield affects, right? But in all of these, there's a little circle that's drawn when you use the icon, and this is the size of it. Line multiplier is how many lines inside that circle are in it. And that's it for today, guys. Just a few basic things about super weapons and how to mod them. There'll definitely be another tutorial later on with a more in-depth explanation of a few of these other things. Most of the super weapon aspects are hard-coded and are difficult to mod, but there are a few exceptions which we might go into a later tutorial. I hope you guys had fun, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.